So as you can see by the name tag, I went to the School of Visual Arts last night for their venture presentation for their graduate design students. Turned out to be some great networking and some really inspiring presentations with some wonderful ideas that I can totally steal. I'm documenting the launch of my business on YouTube. Will it succeed? Let's find out. I'm normally pretty introverted, but I actually managed to get my networking game face on and really talk to a lot of people and actually pitch my company at an event that was meant for other people to pitch theirs. Now, of course, I didn't get up on stage or anything. I just kind of showed people on my phone, but got a surprising amount of interest. There was an event afterwards where we toasted the students, and I actually met a lot of people. I met a professor, actually the chair of the program, and he actually seemed really interested. So I just emailed him. And I also met a journalist and basically pitched my first journalist. More on that later. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so it was quite interesting. So I actually went as an alumni. Now that's not quite true. I did take quite a few classes at SVA, and that's really what taught me design, but I took them as continuing education and never actually got a degree. But everyone seemed cool with that. So let me show you some of the highlights. So one of the runs I really liked at the beginning was this one. Just get to it in a minute. I mean, they were all good, but this one is Equip, which is it's a rental house, or not a rental house. It was like a rental. You can rent out, or you can rent somebody else's audio equipment or music equipment. And don't have any need for music, but actually the idea really interests me in terms of renting out stuff for filmmaking, which I do all the time. So, and she just had a great design, great business plan, everything like that. This is Sandre Onweller, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'll put a link to all this stuff in the description. And I actually met him afterwards. Great guy. Norwegian. And then, again, these are all great. This is some chocolate that was done by this woman from Brazil, whose family has a chocolate plantation. And then, again, I'm just breezing through because I want to highlight these. But, this was great. The Still Tea House. This, unfortunately, the website's not live yet, but it's basically kind of a relaxation thing for companies, where you can bring in somebody and you have like a nice thing where you sip tea and it's really nice and spiritual. And, tea is not my, I like tea, it tastes good, but it's not my favorite thing because I need to pee, but I really saw the great relaxing potential. And she really had it down. She knew who she was targeting and what to do with it. So that was really great. And one more. Oh, this was actually not even a venture, really, but I will definitely put a link to this because this was before we were banned. It was an exhibit of artists from the quote-unquote banned countries for here in the United States, like the ones that Trump had forbidden people to come from. Iran, Syria, Lebanon. Maybe not Lebanon, but definitely Somalia, and there was 7 of them. And she actually did an art show in Williamsburg of that. And I can show you her website. This is her website right here, and she basically had artists from all these banned countries. It looks like we have Yemen, and Iran, and Iraq. She's actually Persian or Iranian. It was in Williamsburg, the original one. Now they're moving to Santa Fe, and I presume other places as well. And yeah, so these are some of the examples of the art. Again, she said it was only there for a weekend, but I really wish I had seen it. And and then these are some of the artists that she exhibited. Yeah, so this was great. And actually, I wish I had seen the show. And she was going to be doing others, not just for banned countries, but also for other oppressed people. And I wish I had seen the show. It looks really cool. So yeah, that was it. And there's actually a link here where they have, which I'll put in the description as well, where they have the broadcast of the event here. And I believe they list everybody as well, so you guys can definitely check it out. It was great. Highly recommend it. So it was really worth attending, and I saw some great ideas I can steal. I mean, be inspired by. Not the actual ideas of their pitches, but how they presented it and ways they structured it and approaches they took, that sort of thing. I actually could really use and really take some of those ideas. And of course, I met a lot of people, including some of the students, professors, a journalist, some other students, alumni. Yeah, and I actually have some emails to write now, and the kind of following up on some of the stuff. I collected some emails there, but only could really send quick emails. And a surprising number of them were willing to hear my pitch, because I just mentioned, oh yeah, I had a venture myself, and they're like, what's your venture? And I'm, can I show you? They're like, great, yeah, show me. And it was surprisingly easy. And, I hope they didn't get too salesman-y, but at the same time, I'm glad I told them, and I've gotten some great response. So that was awesome. All right, so that was a fun little update, and I'll put all the links in the description for this, and enjoy. Have a good one. Thank you.